In 1997, I was raped by Harvey Weinstein.
Now let's break down this stupid bitch. Like, okay. So read this fucking text. I'm gonna read this text message. Okay, first of all, let's break this shit down. At Jimmy Bennett, at Asia Argento, miss you, mama. Miss you, Sonny. Love you. Okay, now let's look at this. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever laid down naked with my mom in bed before. What the fuck? Like, she's trying to claim that her and him have a mother-sonly relationship, and here she is, an admitted pedophile. Now let's look at the text. I had sex with him. It felt weird. Well, no shit. It would feel weird if you were having sex with your supposed son, someone who you think of as your son. What? I didn't know he was a minor until the shakedown letter. Wait a second. You didn't know he was a minor? He's supposedly your son and you don't even know how old he is? What are you talking about? You casted him in your movie when he was 7. You knew how old he was. You know him for 10 years and you don't know how old he is? That's just complete bullshit. The public knows nothing, only what NYT wrote, which is one-sided. The shakedown letter, the horny kid jumped me. Now the horny kid jumped you? That's what happened? You're supposed to be the mom. You're supposed to be a mature adult, and you can't stop a horny kid? Like he jumped you? What does that even mean? Ridiculous. What's up with the photo taken in bed? Question mark. I think that's the one that will be harder to cushion. Images are annoyingly Assumption Nation. I don't know who she's texting, but not a very bright individual, it seems. You can see my tits, that's all. It doesn't mean shit. He is standing up. When I was 17, I was with a 33-year-old man for years. I had just turned 17. If I lose my job, I'll move to Africa or the Amazon forest. I want to be among the 90% of the world that doesn't give a fuck about this shit. Yeah, you want to be with the 90% of the world that's living in fucking straw huts? Go for it. Like, come on now. You groomed him from the age of 7, casted him in your movies, where you literally molded his mind, a child's mind, into a mother-son relationship where you could practice out some weird, incestuous, fetishized pedophilia on him. So, no, you should go to jail. So, yeah, this is ridiculous. And let's get to the very last lie. This woman is a liar. Let's go to this one. Argento released a statement Tuesday saying, I have never had any sexual relationship with Bennett. And then in these texts, what does it say? The very first sentence. I had sex with him. It felt weird. So you never had a sexual relationship with Bennett, but then you are here admitting in these texts, these leaked texts, that you had sex with him. So that's just another lie. So, yeah, now the whole world knows that you're a liar and a pedophile. So, good for you. Will there be legal action taken against this pedophile? In California, it's illegal to have sex with a minor. Hashtag Me Too. She's a part of that movement and was giving this ridiculous speech at the Cannes Film Festival to support the Me Too movement and her take her own stance. Hashtag Me Too. I was also abused, blah, blah, blah. And turns out she is an abuser herself. Yes, hypocrite. Hypocrisy at its finest. Just absolutely absurd. So let's run through what this woman did. Let's run through the facts. So here we go. Groomed Jimmy Bennett from the age of 7, employed him in her movies. She called him her son. He referred to her as his mother. She took advantage of him when separated from his family members. And why is nobody calling her a pedophile? Well, I'm here to do that for you all because I know that no one else is going to. Asia Argento wrote and directed a movie where she was a prostitute. 7-year-old Jimmy Bennett played her son, whom her character forced to cross-dress and was raped as a result. And decades later, Argento allegedly rapes Bennett while he's underaged, fetishizing him as her son. John Durant tweeted that. This is absolutely ridiculous. She wrote a movie just so she could, in an artistic form, act out her pedophilic fantasies on Jimmy Bennett and groomed him, presumably, since he was 7 years old, to eventually be her whatever. Who knows what she was planning. It's absolutely disgusting. She's just, without question, clearly a pedophile. Had sexual feelings for this 7-year-old, and it's disgusting.
And even tonight, sitting among you, There are those who still have to be held accountable.
Yes, you have to be held accountable, idiot, because you're a rapist, you're a pedophile. So, will you be held accountable? Doubtful. But this speech is so hilarious because it perfectly applies to herself. And she does not even realize, I'm sure she's saying that.
For a behavior that does not belong in this industry, does not belong in any industry or workplace.
Yes, pedophilia does not belong in any workplace or industry. That is without question true. Except you are a pedophile, so why are you saying that? Hello?
You know who you are. But most importantly, we know who you are.
Yes, we do know who you are. We now know that you are a pedophile. That is absolutely horrible. Goodness.
And we're not going to allow you to get away with it any longer.
Well, I hope that is true. I hope you're not allowed to get away with what you've done. But that being said, there's not much to talk about here. This woman is a hypocrite, supported the hashtag #MeToo movement, gave her own Me Too story, and in the end, you can clearly see that she is in herself an abuser of Jimmy Bennett. So, like, comment, subscribe, rate, everything. You know how it is. We're bringing you the best, freshest news, period. Let's go.